Alright, welcome to American Truck Simulator. So, we are down in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Going to be running over to Roswell with a, what is it, a mixed tank? Yeah, mixed tank. So, we have about 10 hours to do this job. Should be no rests. Quick 4-hour drive, no big deal. Not going to be doing any adjustments. Let's take a look at our route here and see what we're doing. So we're going to be jumping out of here onto 70, and then we're going to pretty much, what is this? 54, back to 380, back to 70, back to 3. That's such a weird. But yep, going down here to Roswell, New Mexico. Like I said, a little short trip across New Mexico, only a few hours. It's going to be a night drive, sadly. It is 10:45 p.m. We should be getting there at about 2:37. So let's get going. We're in the Peterbilt 389. And let's get rolling. So we're gonna lower the suspension down because we be riding low. Why not? There we go, suspension dropped. Well, actually, we're gonna lift it just a little bit so that way the trailer is sitting level. There we go. Alright. So let's actually just get out on the road. We're running automatic for the most part. We do have manual transmission if need be. So that's cool. I didn't realize there's an interior light that turns on when I look down. That is really cool. I don't know if you're able to see that on the video, but there is an interior light when I look down. Turn here, but make sure I'm not going to clip the side of the building. And they're on the road. Yeah, so drove down to San Francisco. I don't remember where my last video in Truck Sim ended. I know I went to LA for some reason, and then I left LA on stream, I think. I don't remember where I went. But I went back down to San Francisco, did San Francisco up to Albuquerque, where I was supposed to meet into a convoy. That ended up not happening. Took a load down to Las Cruces and figured I would shoot a video down here. Going over to Roswell, just a quick, short little video. Only problem I have with this truck. Only issue. Ignore my absolutely horrendous air braking. I can't see the lights, and I don't know why. Well, I know why. It's the visor, but the visor just looks so good. Gotta probably just take it off. Because it makes city traversal, like, nearly impossible. And we're just all red today, even our cargo's red. Come on, light. So ATS has gone through a little bit for whatever reason on my computer. It's a little bit weird. I was having major lag issues for whatever reason. Come to find out, ATS just decided it wanted to run an extra like 3 gigs of RAM for seemingly no reason whatsoever. I don't know if you'll notice it. I notice it. There's also a little bit of an audio glitch for whatever reason. I don't know what's up with that. The audio just kind of clicks every once in a while, and it just did it again. It really annoys me. I cannot stand that. It's almost like I have like water in my ears. It's very annoying. So I'm figuring that out. Also, just figuring out the general glitch. I believe it's fixed for the most part. In terms of the actual visual lag and the gameplay, it's fine. But for whatever reason, it also just kind of decided, after I fixed the lag, that it would just wanted to reset a bunch of my keybinds and buttons and controls and all types of stuff. So stuff will be a little bit different. I may be looking for buttons in the wrong stuff. I also reset my keyboard a lot, and I'm also working on getting a sim dashboard on my tablet. But for whatever reason, the C++ conversion program is just not working. It's just not. Every time I try to install the mod and actually run the program, it just says it's not detecting the C++ conversion package. Essentially what that does is that allows the code that tracks my speed, fuel, and a lot of my game data to be converted to C++ to be transferred to my tablet, which is on the stand here, which will then become a sim dashboard. And that avoids me having to buy like a button box or something else, so I can display a lot more data, even my nav data. I can actually have my whole GPS right there on my IRL tablet next to me. Because I'm working on getting a sim set up. I would like to get a wheel and some other stuff, but all in good time. But Sim Dashboard's really cool. So far, I've only been playing with it in Farm Sim, even though I legitimately don't need it because everything I can do in Farm Sim, with the exception of maybe like 1 or 2 things, can be done on my controller. Pretty much everything else can be done. The only time I don't use my controller is for anything that has an auxiliary light on it. So the only ones I can really think of off the top of my head are the reverse-only lights on my John Deere 7R and the underglow on my Road Glide. I have to press my numpad 6 key for whatever reason. My normal 6 key doesn't work. My normal beaky key doesn't work. You have to use numpad 6, and I don't know why. But that's the only time I ever need to use the keyboard. It is nice having the nav dashboard, though. Just playing with it, it's really cool. Or not nav dashboard, the sim dashboard. I can see like all types of trailer data and all types of crazy stuff. It's really cool. Definitely recommend you check it out. The pro version I think was $11. Like I said, the only issue I've had with it has been in American Truck Sim. I just can't get it to work. So, hope you guys are having a nice evening. To be honest, I have no idea when this video is going to drop. I'm going to schedule it randomly because I have 3 videos getting ready to drop. And I'm trying to stagger the downloads because I can't record all the time. So I try to record, maybe 1 or 2 videos a day, and then stagger them over the next couple of weeks. Like I'll do like maybe 2-3 days of recording, so I have about 6 videos to stagger. That's what I'm trying to get into. Yet to actually do that. I've only recorded 4 videos at a time, so trying to get up there. I'm not sure how long this 3-lane thing is gonna end. That's the only reason I'm not in the right lane. We've got a car back there, so I'm not gonna get over, even though I probably can. Make sure I'm staying in line here and over speeding. So like my controller sensitivity is like way different, which is why I'm like doing this shit. Because I legit no idea what my sensitivity was at. Let me let you over. There we go. I knew that was gonna happen, that's why I didn't get over. Ooh, we got a inspection station, so I don't know if it's a way station or what the hell that's supposed to be. Alright, we're gonna set cruise control here at 66. And keep an eye out on road signs. It just says... Oh, U.S. Border Patrol inspection station. I totally missed that part. It's interesting being close to the border when I normally do most of my driving up north. I'm also working on maybe getting Pro Mods Canada. Me and Rick were talking about putting that in to our mod folder and maybe filming some videos up there and doing some convoys. Definitely be interesting. I've always wanted to do Pro Mods Canada because I've never had it. I was going to get it a long, long time ago and just never did. Jake brake going. This button turns my Jake brake up, increases its sensitivity. So my keybinds are all different, so I have no idea what anything does. I mean, like, obviously my Jake brake keybind's the same. But what Truck Sim likes to do is it likes to add controller keybinds. So like I have like combination stuff that I can do with my D-pads and my bumpers that does all types of stuff. Like for whatever reason, I think I can like I don't want to play with it right now because we're driving, but I think like if I use R1 and right on the D-pad on my DualSense controller, I can just turn the headlights off. It's just, I don't get that. I can just reach over and just press my headlight key on my keyboard. Or if I have my sim dashboard, I can do it on there, which will be a lot easier. Alright, so we're going to be taking the exit here. Is that a green light for turn 2? Yes, it is. Brake off. Just swing a little wide, clear that median. Railroad crossing up here. Get the high beams going. Ease off the throttle. Go over the railroad. Gotta love this truck. Hopefully we don't hit a way station because DOT's not gonna be happy. My tire wear is at like 40% because I have put 8,200 miles on it, almost 8,300 on these sets of tires. So I don't know what the tire life of IRL truck tires are. All I do know is that every time I go into a way station now, and anything above 25%, they complain. So yeah, I gotta go get some more tires. New tires. I can get the left lane here. Running the Jake brake is the only time. In fact, I will put it in manual because I'll show you how much more controlled you can do it in manual. Oh shit, that light's green. I'm not gonna make it. I'm just gonna stop. Oh shit, that is neutral. I forgot I went back into automatic. And it is a little empty out here in New Mexico. Oh, there's traffic. I get the feeling I'm gonna be sitting here for a minute. Do a little look at the truck here. I do love this truck. This is definitely my favorite truck to drive. It looks great. It handles pretty good, to be honest, and I feel, you know, because everyone that I run into, they either run the Kenworth. I used to run the W900. I used to run that truck all the time because it was like, oh, yeah, you know, that's the biggest truck. Like, that's like the biggest, loudest, like, most obnoxious, like, truck that you can get, and it's awesome. But I've had a lot more fun with the real, honestly, this playthrough that I've done. Okay, what is this? Roswell detour via, oh, fuck. So we're gonna have a detour. Sweet, so we're gonna have to detour. That's great. Stay right here in this lane. I realized I'm still running my high beams. Oops. That's the only problem I have with this truck, is it has no lights. Like, blinker, no. High beams, no. Jake brake, no light. I think it's the only complaint I have with this truck. Ooh, I see police lights. We're gonna slow down a little bit. No idea what's going on. Looks like an accident, maybe. Yeah, it's an accident. Alright, past the accident. Go ahead and speed up a little bit. What time is it now? It is about 1:45 in the morning. Would really like to be looking at this vast desert that it's built on. also feels a lot more raw. Like, you know, some people that I play this game with, you know, when I do big convoys and stuff, everyone's like, oh, up to speed them in like 5 seconds. And then, don't get me wrong, this truck is cheese too. This truck's got a powerful motor in it. I just don't have the max motor in it like everyone else. Slowing down again. Brakes are off. Where reduce speed zone ahead. Gonna wake this whole small town up. There's traffic behind me. I didn't even notice that. California roll this. Alright. Speed up. Brakes are going back on. And we're gonna play the get back up to gear. Get back up to speed game. Why did this go down to a 45? Well, I must have cursed. Now it's back to a 55. So we get back to 65 because that's what it was right before this. Should be getting there pretty soon. Let's get some. Really quickly, right here. Normally, if I do this, I cut it out. But because I don't have my editing software, I'm not going to do that. So I don't have my editing software yet. I need to figure out. On the new buttons on photo mode. Okay, so it's equals to operate it now. Do I have an equal key? Oh, I clicked it. Boom. All right, photo mode. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and get a picture. So what we can do is I can make it, we're going to cheese it. Not going to make it daytime. We're going to make it about just before dusk. Don't have any beacons. Don't have any auxiliary lights. I'm cool with these lights on that we have. And then we're going to go in here. And we have multiple options. We can go real down low to the ground. We can even go up high and kind of show the truck driving away, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards. Right here. Let's get a little bit closer to the truck. I like that. That's what we're going to go with. All right, back to driving. Got our little thumbnail photo all set up. Oh my god, I'm actually getting passed. I didn't know that AIs knew how to pass. That's crazy. I have never been passed on a 2-lane in this game. That's a really cool feature, and I'm glad that that's a thing. That's crazy. I've never been passed like that. Let me actually stop lying to this guy. Alright, we should be getting here in Roswell pretty soon. I am enjoying the desert a little bit, honestly. Gotta admit, it is a little bit fun not having to traverse massive hills all the time. That looks like a secret. Oh shit! There's my dumbass looking at stuff on the side of the road instead of looking at the road. I want to say that's a way you can go down. There's a whole bunch of like secret routes and stuff that you can take around the map. The only one I really know of very well though is so there's one on the coastal highway somewhere in California, I remember faintly. And the only other one that I can know of for sure is Bellingham, Washington. Whoa, what are you doing? U-Haul's going to sleep tonight, I guess, over there. The visitor center. We are going to keep on trucking. So we're almost at a delivery, and we don't have a lot of time to make this delivery anyway. Little day haul in the night, so. Was kind of gonna wait until day, but this job was gonna expire, and I really wanted to go to Roswell. Just because I wanted to take this route that we took. It sucks that we can't really see anything on it, but you know, there's more videos out there. I have a couple in the day y'all can go watch if you really want to see this. There's definitely some old videos that I have on Trucks and there's me driving down here on Truckers MP or something. Alright, back on 70, we can get back up to 65, back out on the highway, we can get over here in the right lane, cruise control on, and I'm going to go and relax into the final stretch here into Roswell. When I do actual hauls for money, I do prefer to drive at night. When I do like actual like hauling to make like I need to make a buck, even though I don't because obviously I have a lot of money. And if you didn't pick it up when I opened my calls menu, I have like $28 million. So, yay! I prefer to drive like either the first half or the second half at night. I like to start driving around noon or start driving around midnight. So that way I am getting good time at night with less traffic, but I also get to see some of the scenery in the day, either towards the beginning or the end of my drive. For the day, at least. And I love drives that take me, you know, a few days to complete. Those are fun. Having to actually plan out your fuel stops, rest stops, like I'm doing okay on fuel. We can actually swap my display and we can see. So I have 657 miles left out of 89 gallons. In all honesty, that's probably about 600 miles. This truck tends to burn a little more fuel than it says it does because I have variable fuel consumption. So if I'm like really heavy on the throttle, I'm going to burn more fuel. If I'm climbing hills, I'm going to burn more fuel. For whatever reason, this game's like, oh yeah, no, this is your set fuel rate. You're going to burn this as long as the truck is moving. This is how much fuel you're going. So I prefer to drive with the realistic fuel consumption, just because it makes the game more fun. And honestly, I have a lot of fun in this game stopping. Like I have fun planning out my road or my trips and my actual rest stops and stuff. Let's get another flyby shot. I get the first person. 70 zone? Jesus. I don't know how anybody can get up to 70 right here. It's probably going to drop down. I think there's lights up here. We're coming up on our... Yeah, it goes right down to a 45. Why is that a 70 zone? I love the IRL billboards. Roswell, New Mexico discovered. I'll probably stop at this shop when I drop this load off. Done with this video. This isn't our turn. It's right here. Alright. We are going to do... We'll do where you need it. That's a pretty easy drop, it looks like, so... It looks like they want it right there. So we're going to take it out of automatic into manual. We're going to lower my driver's side window. Flashers on. see where the drop is. Okay, so I should be able to see it out of my window here. Yes, I can. Okay. It's been a while. I'm very bad at this, if you can't tell. I got pretty good at it for a few weeks when I just first hopped back into this game and started making some more videos and doing more. But with all the lag stuff, I haven't played in a while. Alright, where are we at? Over a lot. I way overturned. Straighten it out and then see if we can fix our mistake. Already off to a bad start, let's turn the wheel the wrong way. Hope no one's planning on coming out of that door. The wrong way for the second time in a row. Alright, should be good on this. Straighten out a little bit again, and then go back in it again. Straighten out again. I'm working this for 20 minutes while I relearn how to back the trailer. If I ever really learned in the first place. Overdid it again, but I should be good. God damn. That fucking suck. Locked in right now. Even the game says give up. But I won't. I believe. I believe wrong. How actually like fucked up am I? A little bit not straight. Oh, there we go. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Sweet. Because for whatever reason, the button to skip is the same button it is to shift into reverse. Love that. Like I said, my keybinds are fucked up. So, job's done. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed me absolutely struggling to drive a truck. And hopefully I'll see you next time. My fucking annoying ass flasher saw. Peace.